Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Um, what can I tell you about myself? I'm, and I thought about making this channel about primarily people targeted by the corrupt states. I made this channel, and I'm trying to make this channel because I see more and more cases of people who are basically targeted and who are being made to be victims without mercy of a system that harasses them and puts them in some sort of programs on some sort of blacklisting list just because somebody doesn't like you or they don't like your face or your race or your color. And if you think that I'm lying or if you think that this is still a utopia or a conspiracy theory, I'm here to tell you that from my own personal experience and from the personal experiences of other people that I met and other people around the world who are going through this shit, basically, it's not a conspiracy theory. I can't tell you exactly my place of origin and my country yet, but I will leave some hints because right now I don't consider myself to be safe here in this country. Actually, I don't believe anyone in Europe is safe anymore. There is a reason why people are being attacked. There is a reason why people are being targeted. Innocent people, people who basically work for a living, who have no criminal record, people who have worked all of their lives. And for what? To be basically abused by a corrupt system because it's not us, it's not us who are basically the problem. Um, it is being told, we can basically notice from history, if it's anything to be learned from, that uh, it's dangerous to be it's dangerous to be right when the government is wrong. This cannot be more true because in order for the government, and when I say the government, I say all the state institutions, from police, from secret services, from politicians, and from those who are behind them, the deep state, people who are being targeted. And for me, it started happening in moreover from 2015, and it lasted like 2021. I can certainly say that I've had events. It's not like in the beginning, because I fought very hard, but it's still happening. I'm still being sabotaged, and I can't live a normal life because these people constantly put other fake people in my life. They try to uh, keep an eye on me and try to sabotage my daily life, my activities. Of course, you can say, would someone be, why nobody could be so important so that an intelligence agency uh, could basically keep an eye on you or monitorize you or surveil you for more than 6 years or for a lifetime. Well, for starters, we do have something special. I mean, there are people who have been harassed or put into this bullshit list since they were children. If right now, when we are basically adults, they can basically blame it on to us, and they can call us criminals. They can call us uh, mentally ill. That's their favorite part, to keep telling you go get off your meds, go get your pills. Well, here's the deal. I never had any mental illness or any signs of mental illness since or before this started. It is indeed, I've had trauma in my life. I've had bad events in my life. I've had basically trauma created. by other people who were in my life before I noticed being targeted. And those are things that I don't really like to discuss, but it's a must in order for people to understand how much bullshit there is in this system, and how the basically the psychiatric system, how the medical system, and how the police, it is a whole system. It is a billion dollar um, business basically, and people are being put into human traffic, and they are being labeled as crazy. They are being labeled as schizophrenic because this program to stalk individuals, and not just by one stalker. You are basically being stalked by a group, and that's not mental illness. We have basically proof, and when I say proof, I say photos, I say videos, I say written statements. I say there are people who basically recorded their stalkers on CCTV, on cameras. I mean, I know perhaps for someone who hasn't been through this shit at all, and it can sound like a mentally ill person, but we are not such a thing. If anything, we we have survived through so much, and we have been through so much, and we are going through so much daily. And targeted individuals, we are basically unwillingly test subjects for a scientific experiment. If you take the time and research MK Ultra, if you take the time to research uh, basically Project Monarch, there are basically trauma mind control programs made and kept going by the FBI, by the CIA, by the KGB, basically to traumatize a person so much, and they they get some sort of research, some data out of this, out of traumatizing you. But imagine being that person and not just being traumatized by one day. Imagine being traumatized day after day after day for years at no end. This happened into my life, and I believe I've been put into this program by a bunch of narcissists, by a bunch of people who truly have mental disorders. I mean, they really do have mental disorders, but because of this corrupt system, they still get on with their lives. They still have jobs. They still get to have fun. And when I say fun, I say they hurt people in their life, and nobody does them nothing because they have some sort of immunity and some sort of power because of their jobs, or because of their personality. They are sociopaths who are in power. And one of the key points of this channel will be what I can do to help people basically, and not just targeted individuals, but them especially, is to make you or to help you recognize the signs of a person who is a sociopath, who are sociopathic, and who can basically take advantage of you and put you into these programs. I believe because of some of my early on experiences and some things that I've been through that I did not choose to go through them. Basically, because I dealt with a lot of narcissists in my life. I did not choose to be around them. I was basically born, and I had brothers and sisters who were like this, and who are type A or B personality. They have cluster B. They are competitive. They are uh, I can't. They have a personality disorder. Okay, and they constantly have to, no matter what mistakes they do, this cluster B spectrum. If you met them, I assure you, you probably may have met one or two of these cunts in your life. And the problem is that these people are extremely jealous and envious. Not of other narcissists. That's the trick. Of people who are different than them. Especially if you are a person who has empathy or compassion. If you like to help people, if you like to help people unconditionally, Before I was basically targeted, I volunteered for a pet shelter. I basically took care of pets on my own. I've had um, also cats and dogs, almost like eight pets or 10. I used to take sick pets out of the street and take them with some of my colleagues who are veterinary doctors. We used to take care of them and stuff like this. I'm not saying I didn't make mistakes in my life, but the problem is with these people. Uh, they are control freaks. These narcissists. They have to control everything around them, including people, especially people. And they don't like hearing the word no. They are very, very, very sensitive little cunts in their heads. And if you tell them basically a no, and if they are also these stalker types, that's how I got put on this bullshit list of blacklisting, you know. And I believe it was about time that someone made this connection, because basically this society is ruled by these narcissists, by the Satanists. They want a one world order, if it's possible, with globalization, and people are being hunted, like literally, and they do not care. And I mean the people in power. I I hope this channel will basically I will try to help people as much as I can, including through this podcast, including through this confessions, if I can put them this way. You know, the reason why I'm recording this without my face and with this type of voice is because when I fought these people, and if you are a targeted person by the state, uh, or by a group, or by you experience symptoms of this gang stalking, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, you know what I mean. I mean, you have no privacy. You are always constantly being surveilled. They constantly mess with you. They bug your house. They bug your car. They sabotage your each and every job you work onto. Um, in order to make you financially, to keep you in a financially zero state. In order for you to be distracted and for you to not achieve your basically your goals. You know. I believe targeted individuals, and not only, there is a reason why this shit happened to us, you know, because we are very, very strong characters, and we do have something that they do not have, you know, that somebody out there with some sort of authority or power, or somebody abused that power and put you on that list, you know. Perhaps you did mistakes in your life. Perhaps you've done some mistakes, some bad things into your life, but that doesn't mean it gives them the right to harass your family. My family has been harassed also, and also that's another reason why I'm making these things with my voice a bit distorted and shit like that, you know, because I'm not safe in my country. I'm not safe because the police still stalk me, still harass me to this day for like 7 years already, in 3 towns in this country. And basically because they think here that me having empathy or compassion or being an empath means that I'm weak, and because they are a bunch of sociopaths, and including now when there are much, much, much more important things in this country, there are being protests organized against this globalism shit. They still come here, they still come in the front of my house, they still come to basically their one and only priority is to harass the terrorist, you know, the terrorist as in being me, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Uh, I've also had another channel. I've had another YouTube channel at some point. I've had a blog where basically I put my perpetrators' faces and addresses. I've had to defend myself because these cons have left me basically defenseless, and I've had three whole communities, let's say two communities against me for nothing. I've been defamed. They went behind my back and they kept saying I'm a dangerous person, but nobody said why. I mean, they have no proof. They basically Photoshop some photos of you, and they tell everybody you're a bad person and nobody should have anything to deal with you. Basically, they try to isolate you into going crazy, and at some point, you do start exhibiting symptoms of paranoia. You do start exhibiting symptoms of paranoid disorder because you believe everybody is out to get you. You can't trust anyone anymore because they turn even your family and closest friends against you to sell you out. There's something really, it's the most evil and disgusting problem I have ever seen, and I've seen quite some things in my life. But this shit is still the most disgusting shit. I never thought that the rabbit hole goes, so deep, and I can't wait to actually help other individuals. You don't have to let this bullshit get to you. I expect them to come here as well, to harass me here too. So if you see these types of comments with no direction whatsoever, that just call me you crazy bitch, get off your meds, or shit like that, I can also tell you the lines they use. You have a wide imagination, get off your meds, go see, you need some help, or bullshit like this. I've already been through it. I battled this shit for 6, 7 years just overtly. You don't know the other bullshit that has gone through my life in order to make me the individual that I am today. Uh, which is I'm a lot stronger, I'm a lot smarter, and some of that is because of this program basically gives you hell one day after another, and you gotta survive. And it's not nice. They basically put you to death, and they harass you until you. Many of the people who are put in this program, they either become mass shooters or they become violent because they force you to do violence. But after this, they have the audacity, they have the nerve to say that they are not violent, the government is not violent, because that's how they lie to everybody. That's how they lie to people to pay their taxes. But we basically, until it happens to you, of course, you think the government is nice, you think uh, some crazy people make we are conspiracy theorists, but you have no idea, no fucking idea that we are here, we are alive, and we are no longer afraid, and we are not dumb. I'm not some sort of dumb person without no education. Unfortunately, many people are they are being so sabotaged. I've been sabotaged myself. They stole some years of my life, years in which I could have done the things I was supposed to do a long time ago. Thank you for listening, and I will come back. You can leave a comment or two, or you can tell me about your own experiences if you want to talk as a targeted individual. If you have any ideas of how to support each other, how to back each other up in this process, and I tell you, if you see some of these comments, you please report them for me if you wish. I'll do the same thing for you. Thank you very much.